Alright. Hello everybody and welcome back to Path of Exile. Now, if you saw the first video, I made some rookie mistakes, things of that nature. Was confused by some things. After going back and watching the first video, as well as I kept playing just a little bit after I ended the broadcast of the first video. Also, since then, I have been watching some other people's videos here on YouTube about the game. There was a lot of things that I was really confused about for the game. And the more I find out about this game, the more I really don't like it. So I'm not really sure how much longer I'm going to end up playing this, but I will at least explain why. Let me go ahead. Here's the skill tree thing. Now, here's the funny thing about the skill tree. You see how big it is? Well, that's because they had to accommodate every class in the game. That's right. This same skill tree is used by every class in the game. Now, each class starts in a different area, as you can see here. This area over here is for the Marauder. But you can see these little things here. Right here where my cursor is, just to the right of that, you can see the little Marauder head in the middle of these three colored circles. And those represent the three main attributes that all the characters in the game have. And those are... if I can... yeah, okay. You have strength, intelligence, and dexterity. Strength represented by red, intelligence by blue, and dexterity by green. So, the Marauder starts over there. If I zoom out and I move over to here, you'll see that this over here, I'm not sure which character class that is, but that's another one. These little, you can see the circular logo with the three-spoke, it almost looks like a three-spoke rim on a car, but there's a head in the middle of it. That's the starting point for another one of the classes. And then if I move over here, that thing there is the starting point for another class, and so on and so forth. And there's even one right here in the very middle of the skill tree. And that actually goes to a hidden 7th character class that you have to unlock by getting so far in the story of the game. There's, I think, 10 acts to the story, and I believe it's somewhere in Act 3. And not only do you have to get this far, but you also have to rescue this character. And then you unlock them as a playable class. Let's see. There's the Marauder, the Shadow, the... what's the name of the Holy Man? Don't know if it's Crusader or it's definitely not Paladin. There's a Witch, a Ranger, a Duelist, and I think that's all 6 of them. The hidden 7th class is called the Scion, and yeah. So, all 7 character classes have to share this one big skill tree. Now the thing is, you're never going to fill this whole thing because you're actually limited. The maximum character level in the game is 100. But it takes forever to get that far. So, you'll probably never get that far. And there's probably still more little skill node things here than there are levels, because you still only get one skill point per level. So no matter what, you start at level 1, so you only get 99 skill points if you reach level 100. And apparently there are some other skill points that you can earn through quests and progressing through the story, the different acts of the story. There's also some special things you can do. Each character class has an ascendancy graph, which you can see it down there in the bottom of the page, or the bottom of the screen. It says click R3 for the ascendancy graph. Well, I'm clicking it, and it's not doing anything. You have to unlock it. And the way you unlock it is by going to... is it the menagerie? I don't remember. But there's something you have to do, and there's like a labyrinth or some kind of maze or something that you have to complete. Or I might be thinking of another game that I was actually... while I was watching other people's YouTube videos, I came across videos about another game that's very similar to this. It's called Grim Dawn, which I had seen on Steam a while back, and I was thinking about getting it. And then I saw this video on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, that actually looks cool. And the thing about that is, I don't know.
Corpses, dying Wraeclasts.
Sorry, buddy. I guess I was interrupting your exposition there. But anyways, hey, fuckers to kill. But anyways, I was supposed to be talking about the reasons why I didn't like this game. And the reason is very simple. All of the classes are basically the same. And when I say all the classes are basically the same, what I mean is, you know, in a normal Diablo-style action RPG kind of like this, each class has their own, like, active skills. Things like special attacks and stuff like that. Things that actually differentiate each class from the other ones. Well, those skills do not exist in this game. There is nothing that is exclusive to any one class. Your active skills come from those little gems that you socket into your weapons. The Heavy Strike, the Molten Strike, which is another one that I got. I actually found out about the socketing system and how it works. And it's very obvious now that I think about it. The gems are color-coded and they match the colors of the sockets. You have red, green, and blue sockets on both your weapons and your armor. And you have support-style gems like this one, which enhance gems that you already have equipped. And then you have like attack-style gems that actually give you special attacks. So there's the Molten Strike and the Heavy Strike, which Heavy Strike is assigned... I can't do it right now, but there's Molten Strike. You actually throw these like lava projectiles out of your weapon. For some reason I can't do the Heavy Strike. I don't know why it's... It's weird that I can't do that. Fortunately, you can take these gems out of weapons anytime you want. I don't know why I can't use the Heavy Strike. I don't know if I have to have a target or... It's not working. This is weird. So I don't know why the Heavy Strike isn't working. The fun is you can actually see here there's like a progress bar. It says 8 out of 308 there. You can actually level up these different attacks and these different things that you can have. Let me see here. Skills. Default attack, molten strike. I don't know what the deal is. There was a patch since the last time I played this, so perhaps it may have screwed something up. It still doesn't seem like I can do it. Wait a second. That was another thing. Hold on a second. Heavy strike. Requires a mace, an axe, a sword, or a two-handed weapon. Well, I believe I'm using an axe, or is that considered to be a hatchet? Hatchet, one-handed axe. It's an axe. Is it disallowed by dual wielding? Ah, yes. That must be what it is. The dual wielding is... Oops. The dual wielding is stopping it from working. So... yeah. So if that's the case, I may as well not even have it. Ooh. That is one thing about this game I do like, is the blood and guts and the gore and stuff. When you kill these zombies, they fall to pieces. That thing turned to ice and shattered. That was interesting. Well, since the dual wielding is disallowing me from using the heavy strike, I may as well not bother keeping it equipped. Let's bring up our map here. Oh goody, we got more of these crabs. Come on, dude. Walk forward as you attack. It's called strafing, bruh. These gravel eaters, or whatever the hell these things are called, are a pain in the ass, because the guy just does not want to frickin'... Okay, time to screw these guys up. Yes. I also went into my options and I adjusted the one for the auto-equip, so I picked up this iron hat and he automatically equipped it. Oop, we got enemies here. Yeah. Driftwood Club. I don't need that. It's probably not that good. That little part peters out here. It looks like for either different character classes, or maybe it's just every time you start a new character, the maps for these different areas change, because I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I started a second character as the duelist class, and this map, I've already been past this part. This map was not the same as this. Hit this bitch already. It's getting annoying that you keep missing. Once again, that's one of the things that I definitely hate about this game. It's the auto-aim on attacking is really not that good. You know, if you hold down the freaking attack button, you should just automatically, your character should automatically rotate to aim towards the closest enemy. And not only that, they should also move automatically to get close enough to that enemy so that they can hit them. That's something that's in Diablo 3, it's in Torchlight 2, it's probably in Grim Dawn, I'm not sure. I leveled up, so let's get a passive. Life and armor, melee damage, and life. What's this other one here? Life and armor, strength. Let's snag that one. And then you use the square button to make it permanent, or confirm it is what you do it. Okay. So I got this jerkin. The one I have equipped is actually better. there's this club that's not very good. Oh, and now that I'm level 3, I can actually equip that. Yes, you may remember in the first video, I got that extra flask, and I was wondering why I couldn't equip it. Well, it's because it required level 3, and I wasn't at level 3 yet. Again, after the broadcast ended, I went in, or I stayed in, and just kind of looked at things, and then I finally decided to read the flavor text on the item, and it goes, requires level 3, and I'm like, oh, that's why I wasn't able to do it. Yeah, because I'm a dumbass, and I didn't think to do that. So, let's kill us some more of these ugly gravel eaters. Hit the guy, dude. Come on. You're fucking pathetic. He just burst into flames for no reason, really. And you'll notice there's a book here on the map. I believe that's a quest-related thing. No, it's not. It's just a, this
Khan's
object.
canoe struck this sand with the force of destiny. At his beck, the greatest war host in Kardui history tamed the wild sea, their canoes coupling with the land one by one. Lion-eyed gemlings met us with shining metal and bold words. Hyri's arrows withered their pride. Khan's axes silenced their despair. Marseilles Lion-Eye fought bravely to the
Come on,
last.
die thing.
Khan honored him with a place on his belt. Khan has shown Wraeclast our Kardui strength. Khan will teach Wraeclast the Kardui way.
Show me the way, Khan.
Of course. He responds to that since he's a marauder. He's supposed to be a part of that tribe. Uh-oh. We're in the middle of a burning thing. You like fire, huh? I got some for you. Dirtbags. Okay. Back to my ranting about why I'm starting to not like this game. It does a lot of things that I really hate. One is the bad aiming for when you're swinging your attacks. Another one is the thing where the different classes don't really feel different from each other because they have no exclusive special attacks or anything. You know, if you watched any of my videos on Torchlight, or any of the ones I did playing Diablo 3, come on, die, you pricks. Okay, just die. There, let's pick up all these things. And I probably equipped a ring. Yeah, I did. 1 to 4 physical damage to attacks, that's cool. A wand, a shield. You know, the shield might actually be a good idea for me since hats are exactly the same, except my hat that I'm wearing has 3 different sockets on it. Scroll of Wisdom. Put that over there. Let's go with that, and so just store that gem back. So now I can do my heavy strike since I'm not dual wielding anymore. I think this Marauder guy is more made for just one weapon, maybe a shield, maybe two-handed weapons. Oh, right. Good thing I did that because
I cannot carry this.
oh yeah, there's the other problem that I come across, is the inventory system in this game is completely shit. You see all this room that I have left in my inventory? And I can't pick this thing up? It's because the inventory is garbage in this game. It follows like classic Diablo 1 and 2 style inventory system, where you have a limited amount of space, but each item takes up a different amount of space. And that can be bad because you can come across a thing that takes up a bunch of space. See, this thing takes up 8 spaces. That is fucking retarded. Once again, going back to Torchlight, everything you picked up took up one of those little squares. And that was the way it should be. Because otherwise, it's just dumb. And there's just this little random peninsula thing down here. Okay, jeez. See, I don't even think Diablo 3...
I cannot carry this.
Really, I can't. It's because it's a 3 tall. The only one saving grace to this is... Okay, Jesus. Just die. You guys piss me off. The one saving grace to this is you will sometimes come across
I cannot carry this.
town portal scrolls, which is essentially what they are. And you can use them to teleport back to town and sell stuff. You can also find waypoints, or I think they're called waypoints, wayportals, something like that, which you can use to teleport back, and they're permanent fixed locations. Okay, the one I have has 2 slots, and it's probably better. It's just really dumb that you can't just turn these things sideways. It's like playing Tetris. And I always hated playing Tetris. I've never been very good at puzzles and things like that. So... yeah, I'll just pass on that. Let's see if I can rearrange this crap well enough that I can get some of these things picked up at least. That's not gonna move. We got the scepter though, and that goes in here. One-handed mace. And then there's another wand, which is going to be another 3 spaces that I don't really have. I guess what you could call this game would be like a hardcore style Diablo clone kind of game. But hardcore isn't necessarily good. Die, fucking prick-ass motherfuckers. There should be a waypoint around here somewhere. Oh, hey. Douchebag.
I cannot carry this.
Another hatchet. 6 to 11. Mine's also 6 to 11. Probably not worthwhile. If I can find the damn waypoint, I got another shield that I can't pick up. There we go.
Carry this.
A plate vest, armor and 19. Mine is like 20 something. The only decent thing about this is if you teleport back to town and sell stuff off, sometimes you can get back quickly enough that the loot that you didn't pick up will still be there, and you can pick it back up. You have like a second chance. Here's the waypoint. Activate it, and then I will go ahead and just go back to town, and we'll sell off all the stuff we just picked up that I don't need, and then I can come back and see if I can pick up the stuff that I left behind. And see, that's another thing about this game. One of the videos that I was watching on YouTube about it mentions that
what little help I can offer is yours.
Right, so that. That shank I kind of want to hang on to. Scepter, gauntlet, helmet, accept the trade.
Yes?
Transmutation shard, these gems, glass shank, yeah. Okay, now. Stash. Yes, as you can see here, I already have some stuff in my stash. These alteration shards, orbs of chance. There's a bunch of these little items. Stash that, stash that. And that, and probably the thing too.
Still alive, are we?
Yeah.
Stay sharp out there.
How you going?
Right. These are three characters. You have Nessa, Bestel, and Tarkley. Are these three characters who kind of run this little lionized den, or whatever the hell the place is called. Oh, I picked up another small life flask, and I already equipped it, even though I don't need it. Honestly, these three flasks here, I might as well unequip it, because I have this bigger one, which heals more. Although I suppose I might want to keep one of them as a backup. There's also other different flasks, not just health and mana, but there's other types as well that you can find throughout the game that do different things. I didn't really get too much into those, but yeah. Another one of the things that this game does that I absolutely despise, I'll go into purchase here. Now if you look at this belt, the cost is 2 scrolls of wisdom. They don't ask for gold because there is no gold in this game. None. You don't find gold coins like you do in other Diablo clone style games. Which pisses me off to no end, because I hate systems like this. You have scrolls of wisdom, orbs of transmutation. Where's the other different things? Orbs of alteration, transmutation. Scrolls of wisdom. She can also sell you these gems that have different things. Double strike, dual strike, glacier hammer. That sounds kind of cool. Mace or a staff, which I wouldn't be able to use. Heavy strike I already have. Spectral throw. Throws a spectral copy of your melee weapon. It flies out and then returns to you in a spinning attack that strikes enemies in its path. So like a boomerang kind of throw. Molten strike. Cleave. Ground slam. Ethereal knives. Fireball. Ruthless support, which I already have, and smite. As I mentioned, there's different types of gems, and they're all color-coded to the socket that you have to put them in. So the red ones go in red slots, green in green, and blue in blue. So, and they correspond to your attributes. The red one is like strength, blue is intelligence or magic, and green is dexterity. So, yeah. I'd kind of like to have this fireball. I do have blue slots, but I don't know if it has to be socketed into a weapon for me to use it, or I would be able to put it into my armor, because I have one blue slot in my chest piece and one blue slot in my helmet. I bought it, so whatever. So goodbye. So the really bad currency system in the game, there's a bunch of different items that they use as currency. The scrolls of wisdom are the most common, the different orbs, all these weird things. But if you can't just use a simple gold-based currency system, why even bother? It's just stupid. Let's see here. We'll put that in there. And it does appear I now have a fireball attack. So I can just sock into a piece of my armor. It does use mana. 6. Critical strike change, effectiveness of avid damage. Releases a ball of fire towards a target which explodes, damaging nearby foes. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and use our waypoint to get back to where we just were, the coast. And we'll see if we can find those pieces of loot that I wasn't able to pick up. Should be some right around here. Okay, shield, vest, barrel, a bow, another shield. Yeah. Another thing that I found out about Grim Dawn is that while it shares the cruddy inventory system that this game has, it has a small upgrade to it, in that when you go into your inventory, there's actually a button you can push to automatically sort the inventory and get it condensed so that you can fit more stuff, which is extremely helpful. And this game does not have it, so that kind of sucks. I don't remember if there was anything else that I had been unable to pick up. But I've already explored this whole area, so let's not... Ooh. Yeah, fireball. Dope, bro. Yeah. Normally, throwing fireballs would be restricted to a wizard or a spellcasting kind of class. But since this game doesn't have exclusivity stuff like that, anybody can do it. And that's not a joke. Anybody can do it. Any of those skill things you can equip to any of the character classes. They can all use them. And we have 2 exits going to 2 different places, the Tidal Island and the Mud Flats. And we'll get to those momentarily. Let me real quick take a look at these things. That shield, not as good as the one that I have. Not as good. Bow, I probably won't be using. Another shield. That one actually might be better. Okay. Another hatchet. Heated rusted hatchet of the whelping. So, the one I have is better. And a wand. Yeah. Okay, waypoint. Back to the Lionized Watch. We'll sell off the stuff we just... because it's stuff that's kind of big and bulky. Takes up too much room. I should probably bring up comments. Not that anybody's going to be watching. See if my stupid shit will reload. Oh, here we go. Come on. Okay. Sell items. Sell, 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 sell. Yeah. So, yeah, and the other thing is, not only do those scrolls of wisdom identify items for you, the ones that are unidentified, is they also act as currency. And I also hate that when they do that, is have items have not necessarily just having two uses, but having multiple uses where one of them is currency. If an item is going to be currency, it should just be currency, and that's it. Another big game that's guilty of this are, I believe, the Dark Souls games, which I hate. Or at least Demon's Souls, which was the precursor to Dark Souls. I played Demon's Souls, not like a whole lot, but enough to understand how much I hated it. There was no money in the game, no currency, no gold or anything like that. The only currency was the souls of the enemies that you killed. And formula edition, Tidal Island. The Tidal Island. Ah, so we need to go this way. Right. But you use the souls of the enemies that you killed as currency to buy things, to buy upgrades for your weapons and armor, and also to buy upgrades for your character, because there was no traditional leveling up system in that game. You had to buy upgrades to your stats to all these different aspects of your character instead of just having a traditional leveling up system, which is another thing that I absolutely hated about that game. Passives. Life regeneration. Yeah, I think that would be helpful. Have to get that one first, though. Square to apply changes, and then everything's cool. But yeah, basically just any game that does that kind of thing with the currency and with these other things, I just really don't like it. Buying circlet. Oh, that would be a helmet slot thing. Rusted spike. One-handed sword. 5 to 13. Oop, got assholes here. I was trying to go through my fucking inventory, and you assholes had to come out of nowhere and fuck with me. Oop. 5 to 13, 5 to 13. They only have green slots on them. The circlet, energy shield, which is another thing that you can get. You can essentially have a shield that will protect you against damage, and it'll appear on your health bar over there, the globe. Oh, the armorer's scrap, I believe, is another form of currency in the game. I believe you can also use them to upgrade your weapons and armor. Wool shoes, which I just equipped. Another shield, which is actually better than the one that I have as far as its stats, but it only has one equipable slot. Or socketable, rather. But gonna take it just because it's better. Scrolls of Wisdom. away, and all of a sudden I have energy shield. You can see the blue thing on the side of my health bar. It's already gone, but it was there for a minute. Oh, and it's come back. I guess it recharges. Come on, hit these guys, man. Alright, and you can also level the gems up, which is something that's really interesting. And obviously they get more powerful. Whoa! Fuckers just come up out of the water or something. Oh boy, oop. Another impaled corpse. So you can level these things up by using them more and more. So it's advantageous to keep using them. The thing that bugs me about the gems is that you only have access to these skills when you have the gems equipped. So if you don't have them equipped, you don't get to use them. They're not like skills that you can learn. Whoa. Okay. Where you going, boy? Oh, no you don't. You're dying. On. Die.
I cannot carry this.
The medicine, and I can't pick up the quest item. There's another big problem. Big goddamn problem. Portal scrolls can be used to quickly return to town. Yeah, that's great. What the hell is it? Okay. There's the portal scroll, right here. A leather cap. Evasion rating. You can have either armor or evasion. I suppose I may as well just go ahead and use the portal scroll to get back to town to sell off all this junk. What is that? Medium life flask. 150. Ample medium. Put it there.
I cannot carry this.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to use the portal scroll because... yeah, gonna have to use it because I gotta get back and get rid of this crap so I can pick up the rest of the crap. They won't even let me pick up the frickin' quest item of the chest. How friggin' retarded is that?
Hello.
Sell item. Sell. The two swords I'm kind of tempted to hang on to. And there's also this chromatic orb. And the armor is scrapped right there. Let's go back real quick. There. Pick up all that stuff. This must have been the shipwreck that the dude was talking about. Snowing? Okay, we got another axe, big maul, a chainmail vest, which is unidentified, arrow quiver, which energy shield 12, which requires 17 intelligence. We won't be able to use that. Also can't use that. There's the medicine chest, medium life flask. It's the same one I've already got. Summon Raging Spirit. Ooh. I could use that. I like me some, got another portal scroll. Oh, damn it. There. Wait a minute. Why didn't it work? What the hell? Socket it. Place. Why is this not working? Does it have to go into a weapon? Oh, requires 16 intelligence. Once again, I'm not paying attention. Well, I'll have to wait until I get my intelligence up higher. Let's see if there was anything else back here. Probably. It would also be really nice to be able to move the damn camera. I don't know why they didn't bother putting this in, if they have something that you have to use the right analog stick for. Which is the only thing I can think of that would be a reason why I wouldn't be able to do this.
I cannot carry this.
No, there's no way I can frickin' do this. Heavy strike leveled up. Yippee. Okay, where was that portal scroll? That one. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and go back again. Fortunately, they do seem to give you plenty of these portal scrolls, as well as the wisdom scrolls. Okay, that gem I want to store. And
I'd almost stopped believing in miracles.
the medicine chest, yeah. Oh, mana flask and a quicksilver flask. Increases movement speed. A medium mana flask. I haven't really needed a bigger one. I already have medium life ones. Let's take the quicksilver flask. Ancestral call support, onslaught support, chance to bleed. Making fuckers bleed would be nice. Onslaught support. 10% chance to grant onslaught for 3 seconds when you hit a unique enemy. Ancestral call. I think I'll just take the chance to bleed. And we'll sell that, 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 and the small life flask, and this cap. And then I'm gonna go ahead and equip that here.
Yes? Hello.
So. And the transmutation shard. Yeah. Put that in there. And there. Hopefully that works. Okie doke. Talk to Bestel.
So, you managed to salvage Shaky Hand's druggery. Nicely done. Nessa will put it to good use. More than that benumbed quack Optin ever did.
Okay. Tarkley.
Got a job for you, if you're willing. There's a pool near the mudflats needs investigating. You'll smell it before you see it. Stinks like a carcass in high summer.
Anyways, cannibals. Yeah, they have stuff they can talk about, kind of like in Diablo once again.
Stay sharp out there.
Whatever. Free fire and ice mystery box when you spend points. Find out more. Yeah. The club. Wand. Let's finish exploring this place, although I don't think there's all going to be that much. Well, this part ends here, and I'm going to guess if I go back over to this side, it's probably going to hook back. Yeah, probably going to hook back where I left off on the other side. I also see another one of those book things.
Calm has removed the eternal stain from this coast. The Empire's citizens decorate our meeting houses with their heads. Our warriors build homes for our families. Our families till the earth, fish the waters, fill the air with song. The Kardwi way is yet a seedling here, but it grows, gains in pride and power every day. Calm has kept his promise. The time of the Kardwi has come.
My mana is gone.
There. Okay, so there wasn't really a whole lot left to this place. Well, good. Keeps me from having to waste too much more time. Got an impaled corpse, nothing inside. Is there anything else that I missed? It doesn't look so. We got the wreckage of the ship, and that's it. So anyways. I don't know if I really finished my thoughts on why I wasn't really liking the game. I mean, the gameplay is solid, honestly. It's not like the gameplay is bad, other than the targeting thing that I mentioned earlier wasn't really the greatest. There's no waypoint in this area. I guess I'd have to go back through and go to the other waypoint in the other area. So I don't want to have to waste another portal scroll. I don't know if I even have any anyways. And why all of a sudden is this unexplored now? Don't tell me the monsters done came back. Or the shit changed on me. monsters are back. Well, I mean, I suppose it is kind of like an MMO. They have to have grinding, but... It's like you have to manually target these fuckers to get it to work properly. How about this shield? 25, 12... Club, a wand, armor, scrap, rusted sword, club, driftwood scepter. Yeah.
To kill is to live. Wraeclast.
Oh, I need to get out of the fire here. Okay. So I'm kind of not liking the fact that they reset this area. I don't know if the map itself changed or if they just reset it and brought the monsters back. Either way, I'm not really fond of them doing that. Don't really think I'm going to play this much longer because, like I said, it's just a lot of things that are just overly complicated for my taste.
What little help I can offer is yours.
Yeah. Increase movement speed. The chance to block is higher. The evasion rating is higher than the armor rating on the other one.
Yes?
This is the other thing that I just hate that they keep
Yes?
doing. They keep using weird buttons for these different things. And it really makes things difficult for me. Transmutation shards. Armor, scrap, scrolls of wisdom. Select a waypoint you've previously activated to quickly return there. Yeah. Currently no waypoint in this area. Yeah. In any event. Oh yeah, that. Increase movement speed. Can't use it here. Ooh. In any event, as I mentioned, I just don't really think that this game is for me because of the things I mentioned before. All these things. Oh, I have a point. Oh, well, if that's the case, give me the health regeneration. I think I'd really rather just kind of stick to like Diablo 3 and Torchlight 2. And speaking of Torchlight, I've actually seen a little bit of the new Torchlight game that's being developed. It's called Torchlight Frontiers. And it looks kind of stupid. I hate to say it. From what I've heard, your character doesn't level up, but you have these frontier things, which are just different zones that you can explore and stuff. Those level up and change over time, which just sounds really dumb to me and really weird. I just wish that they would have made just a Torchlight 3. And again, of all the ideas that there are in this Diablo clones kind of genre, nobody has bothered to steal the one really good idea from Torchlight, and that's the idea of pets. Having a pet that's always with you, that you can send back to town with gear that you've picked up so that they can sell it and bring you back the money. That was such a lifesaver and such a godsend in Torchlight 1 and 2. I don't know why other games haven't taken that idea, because it's so nice. But take the waypoint to the coast and enter the mudflats. Enter the fetid pool and kill all there. Yeah. Don't know if I'm going to do that. This game is just too... like, I like things to be a little bit more sensible. Maybe... I wouldn't exactly say simple, because something that is lost on me. Like, I do enjoy some complexity, but this takes it to another level as far as complexity. It's just way too complex. And it's not something that I'm willing to waste all my time on. Because even though it is possible to get some really interesting builds, the fact that none of them really have any unique or exclusive abilities is really just stupid and puzzling to me. I don't get why they went with that idea, but I don't know. But either way, I'm going to be done right now. I may come back to the game, perhaps if I can talk to Phil and see if he wants to play. I know he has been playing the game, so I don't know. Maybe if we can play it together, it'll be more fun, because I don't know, this just isn't really all that much fun. But either way, that's gonna do it for me. Probably shouldn't show other people's gamer tags. Oh, too late though. Sorry. Don't go messaging any of those people. Just, anyways. That's gonna be it for me for this game tonight. I may do another stream playing something else. I don't know. But either way, thank you all for watching. This has been Path of Exile. And I have been your Howling White Wolf of YouTube. Thank you for watching. Join us next time, and we'll be seeing you later. So thank you, and good night.